What if I told you you could lose weight without tracking a single calorie? Does this mean you'll never have to pay attention to calories? Absolutely not. You will need to pay attention to calories. You will not have to track. You'll only have to pay attention to calories once a week. That's it. Now, before we get into paying attention to calories, we need to break down what kind of calories we need to pay attention to. Right now, I can promise you that you can eat the exact same meals that you are currently cooking. If you like Tuscan chicken, I promise you can still have Tuscan chicken. We're just going to make some small lifestyle changes. You've heard this. We're going to break down what that looks like and what that actually means. First, let's talk about protein. The average American eats about 68 to 70 grams of protein a day. Although that's great, it's not optimal. Optimally, you want to eat about your body weight in grams of protein per day, with an exception. If you're a significantly larger person, then eat the amount of grams of protein a day that you would have if you were at your weight loss goal. If you're 200 pounds, but you want to be 125 pounds, 125 grams is all you need. You don't need to eat 200 grams of protein. That's significantly too much. It just depends on where you're at on your journey, around your body weight or around your goal body weight. Now, I said I need to eat that amount of protein, but I can't track calories. Just know that you need more than what you're eating right now. You definitely want to make sure that you have protein in your meal, every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But most Americans pretty much already do that. We need to make sure that we're adding additional protein in other portions of our meal besides just the meat. The other thing we're going to want to pay attention to is our sugar. The average American, I want to say, consumes, I think it's 68 to 71 grams of sugar a day. American Heart Association recommends 25 grams a day for women and 36 for men. That is added sugar. Does that mean fruit? No. Eat your fruit. Berries are not bad for you. Bananas are not bad for you. Apples are not bad for you. If anyone tells you that they are bad for you, they're lying to you to get clicks. And this, I know, has a clicky thumbnail. This is honestly something that works, and I'm not selling you anything. It's going to help, I promise. 25 grams of added sugar a day. So do not count your bananas and all of that. Just know in your head, it's significantly less. You need to cut, on average, for an American, your sugar down by about a third. We're increasing our protein. We need to decrease the sugar that we have with the foods that we're picking. You're still going to be able to eat the same things. But wait, there's more. You also need to make sure you're getting enough fiber. The fiber recommendations for a female, 19 to 50, 25 grams a day. 50 and plus are going to be 21 grams a day. Men are different. They are at 38 grams a day if you're 19 to 50, or 30 grams a day if you're 50 and 1. This is according to the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, and the American Heart Association. The average American eats 15 grams of fiber a day. We definitely need to double our fiber, cut down our sugar a third, double our protein while maintaining our calories while not tracking. Cool. This is going to be easy. Actually, it's pretty simple. All you're going to need to do is pay attention to the foods that you pick when you go to the grocery store. So once a week, you're going to pay attention to this stuff. You're cooking the exact same meals. We are going to be looking for, on our calories, the total calories. If we can reduce that, that's perfect. We're going to look for the sugar, the fiber, and the protein. When we pick all of the ingredients that we are cooking with, we're picking the best one. We're just swapping it out. I hear people say, I can't afford to eat healthy. That's fine. Do the same thing that we're about to do. We're fixing to take a field trip to Wally World. Do the same thing, except only look at the foods that you can afford. So if you can only afford 3 of the pastas, you're going to flip over the 3 pastas and do the exact same thing I'm showing you. Pick the best option. This means your portion sizes will be either the same, or because we're increasing our protein, you'll feel full longer. You'll naturally just eat less. You'll also feel full longer because of the fiber. You'll feel better. One more caveat before we go on our field trip. The food will not taste as good initially. Facts. If you've had the average amount of sugar in your daily intake and the average amount of fat and calories, your taste buds are used to that. There is good news. Taste buds rejuvenate every 8 to 10 days, with some taking up to 28 days, which means give it time, 1, 2, maybe 4 weeks at most. The same foods that you've been making with a healthier alternative will taste just as good. That's right. You can lose fat without counting calories, without just eating chicken and rice, eating the same exact meals while maintaining your muscle, only paying attention to calories once a week. And it's actually not that hard. Let's go on a field trip.
Wally World time. This is so much fun. First, we're going to look at sauces. This is where a lot of calories can sneak in. We're just going to turn every single sauce around and look at the calories. So there's 80, there's 20, there's 25. Now I'm going to pick the lower calorie. Do you see that serving size up on top? It says 2 tablespoons. Just make sure you're using the serving size. Instead of the 70, you can cut it down. Some of these are 140 calories. This is a quick way that they can really just add that sugar and add those calories into your diet. You'll just look at the different ones. It might take you a couple of different tries of the lower calorie sauces to find one that you like. You just keep trying. The other thing is sugar in your ketchup. Your ketchup, your normal one, is going to have 4 grams of added sugar in it. So even though it's only 20 calories, it's that sugar that can really add up. But that's okay. They have ketchups out there that are 0 sugar. So this one's 10 calories. It's not that much of a difference. Look at that. Less than 1 gram of sugar a day. The other thing could be your mayo. So you could use Miracle Whip instead. It's going to have significantly less sugar, less calories overall than your regular mayonnaise. That's 20 calories instead of your 100 in a regular mayo. But if you like regular mayo, then switch over to light mayo if you can't do mayonnaise. Ranch versus light ranch. If you're not going to switch it out to a different dressing because you're a ranch person, then go with light ranch instead of regular ranch. You'll cut your calories down. Pasta is interesting. So this is regular pasta. It's got 3 grams of fiber and a decent amount of calories. This one has 180, but look at that. 7 grams of fiber. There's 8 grams of protein in that one, 20 calories less. This one is probably the best. It's a little expensive though. If you flip it over, you're going to notice that the calories at 190. I like this one better. The protein is higher. There's 11 grams, 7 grams of fiber in there. So if you look at that, it's really amazing. Baronella makes another really good protein pasta. They're not quite as good as the one I just showed you. It's still really good. 10 grams of protein. You've got some fiber in there and less sugar. Your sauces are also something can really add up in your pasta. We've got a 45 calorie pasta versus a 90 calorie pasta, 120. Those ones can really add up. Look at the ones that, you can afford and pick the calories that are the best. There's 100 here. You're adding sugar in these kind of calorie ones, and they're going to taste delicious. Don't get me wrong. Switching it out to just a slightly different calorie sauce is going to be better. When it comes to tortillas, you have a million tortillas. I'm sure you've seen that regular tortillas are going to lack in that fiber and be high in our calories. There's only 1 gram of fiber in here and 140 calories, like dropping it over. And there's sugar in here as well. We don't really need sugar in our tortilla. We want fiber in our tortilla. It's a lot of calories for not that. We got 20 grams of carbs in this with 18 grams of fiber on this example with this carb balance whole wheat tortilla and 60 calories, just switching it out. Now, don't just grab something that looks healthy because this one's 70 calories and the other one is 220 calories. This one has 3 grams of fiber that's green, whereas the other one is going to have significantly more. I can't remember how much is in this. Make sure you're paying attention. You can also swap out your flour. So oat flour is going to have fiber in there. It might take you a while to figure out how to bake differently. Definitely look up different recipes. This is another way you can change it. Let's even say you're doing cornbread. There are cornbreads with 150 calories, 140 calories, or 100 calories. Flip them over. Figure out the brands that you like with those lower calories. If it's still going to be a food that doesn't have fiber in all of it, at least pay attention to the calories when you're buying it and pick one that's just slightly lower and pay attention. You can also switch out your regular sugar so that when you're baking, you can use a sugar substitute. I personally like monk sugar. It is a little expensive. Pick one that you like. And also there are things like applesauce that you can use instead. Your Jell-O, for example, regular pudding Jell-O, 100 calories. The 0 calorie Jell-O, 30 calories. You're cutting out a ton there. And switching over from a regular Dr. Pepper, 39 grams of sugar in just one Dr. Pepper. If you could go to a diet, there's 0 grams of sugar in that. With 39 is more than a female should have in a day. I think it might even be more than a guy. One can, you've hit all of your daily intake. If you have to have a Dr. Pepper, that's fine, but you can't have any added sugar through anything else, and that's going to add up fast. The other thing we're going to look at are our milk. So we've got 160 calories for whole milk. If you are a milk person and you won't switch it out, that's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and look at the different calorie amounts for different milk. Your 2% is going to have 130 calories instead. And then our 1% is going to have 110. Our fat-free milk is, of course, going to be even lower than that with 80 calories per serving. Or you could even do like a sugar-free 35 calorie almond milk. Looking at this yogurt right here, we've got 3 grams of sugar in it. We've got 20 grams of protein in it with 130 calories. This is a really good option. There's going to be sugar in some yogurt, but this is going to be less than some others. If you're looking at butters or oils, butter, this is a 90-calorie butter. Most butter is going to be about 100 calories. This one is my personal favorite. I can't believe it's not Butter Light. You've got 35 calories here. You can cook the exact same, or you could switch it over to Country Crock with 50 calories. So you cut your calories out there. If you want cream cheese, go from your regular cream cheese to that third fat version of the cream cheese. There you go. You've cut some calories out.
Welcome back. I hope I taught you something. This was really fun. Remember that it is absolutely possible to make lifestyle changes. This is also a great way to do your meals from here on out. If you've lost weight, you cannot go back to eating the way you did before you lost weight. That means if you do, you will have the body that you had before you lost weight. Weight does just not come off and then stay off magically. You have to eat the right way. And by doing this, you can either lose weight and or maintain what you have lost and change your lifestyle and keep it off. I hope this helps. And remember, when you pick these foods, you will now just automatically have new brands that you pick up. It's going to take you time to learn which brands that you like. Eventually, you're just going to pick those brands. Will it be hard in the beginning? Sure, you're going to have to look at all of these stupid things. You don't want to, and it's exhausting. I love that. I get it. It works for every single boxed item that you have. Anything that has a label, see if there's another option and pick the better option. That's it. Just do the same thing, better option. Love you. Bye.